Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Gossip Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thomas and Steffy's kin competition explodes after trust continues on. The striking and the delightful uncovered that the show gets an opportunity at some extraordinary kin dramatization. B&B fans realize Steffy Forrester is very defensive of Thomas Forrester, so that is important for why she endeavored to persuade him to dump Trust Logan C and leave town. Steffy didn't think Trust was truly going to really focus on Thomas or give him the sort of affection he was searching for. Because of Steffy's tension, Thomas without a doubt stacked Douglas Forrester up on the Forrester stream and took off to Paris. Be that as it may, this might be a circumstance where Thomas let himself be convinced while he was defenseless. Thomas was clearly harmed and disheartened when expectation dismissed his proposition briefly time, so that left him more ready to allow Steffy to impact him. After a few time and distance, Thomas could undoubtedly begin to rethink his choice to abandon Trust as he did. That is particularly evident assuming Douglas begins missing expectation and his previous lifestyle back in Los Angeles. At the point when you truly take a gander at the truth of this, Thomas surrendered the lady of his fantasies since she wouldn't hurry into marriage. Imagine a scenario in which Thomas in the long run concludes he rushed to end things and that he needs Trust some way he can have her. That might be an issue after the manner in which Thomas paid attention to Steffy and parted ways with Trust so suddenly. Thomas backpedaled on the entirety of his commitments of persistence and yanked Douglas away from Trust, so it may not be so natural to fix that harm. Presently Trust's been standing by listening to individuals like Liam Spencer and John Finnegan tell her that this separation is generally a positive thing. There's been a lot of discussed Trust perhaps finding another person who genuinely deserved her responsibility. To take up where they left out, he might guarantee Trust that marriage isn't required any longer. Thomas could trust they can get back what they lost, however Trust might close him down and demand she's continued on. Regardless of whether Trust have one more man in her life by then, she could concede she would rather not pursue more grievousness or manage one more round of Steffy's rage. Assuming Thomas winds up lamenting his expectation split, that could prompt him accusing and disliking Steffy. Thomas and Steffy's kin bond could endure a significant shot on the off chance that he blames her for involving him as a pawn in her fight with Trust. Our expectations highlight more Forrester family issues in the months ahead, so remain tuned for refreshes on whether Steffy and Thomas could turn on one another. The strong and the lovely spoilers say Thomas and Steffy have some story stunners coming up, so stay with us for all the frightening news and any ejecting struggle. Thomas's style line with Ivy gets everyone's attention. Expect the future left in the residue? The strong and the lovely uncover that Trust Logan is attempting to remain positive since Thomas Forrester has left. Expect the future without his ability. Trust as of late had a procedure meeting with Zend Forrester Dominguez, RJ Forrester and Luna Nozawa, so she has everyone ready and available to hold this boat back from sinking. During that gathering, Trust demanded she wasn't seeing this as a mishap. All things being equal, Trust thought it was an opportunity to have a go at a novel, new thing. We ought to take note of that. Expect what's to come has been down this street previously, however it didn't end well. In the event that Trust's line didn't work without Thomas back when he was terminated, for what reason would it be advisable for it to figure out now that he's of the image by and by? B&B has more than once let fans know that Thomas is the main individual who can genuinely catch Trust's vision, so her most recent endeavor at another assortment could prompt debacle. Thomas, then again, could find another dream that could send off a few new thoughts. Since we know Ivy Forrester is gone to B&B sooner or later, it's conceivable Thomas will reconnect with her in Paris. Both Thomas and Ivy could end up working together at Forrester Worldwide since that appears to be an incredible storyline. Imagine a scenario in which Ivy turns into Thomas's motivation on another design line that could leave expect the future in the residue. It could try and be a circumstance where Thomas and Ivy get back home with a captivating pitch for Steffy Forrester and Edge Forrester. Perhaps Thomas could contend now is the right time to take a new time to leave the past behind approach. Thomas's new line could act as a substitution for the expectation for the future line out and out. Maybe Thomas could push for something edgier with Ivy up front, particularly since she's a Forrester. Might you at any point envision Trust's response to a tremendous declaration like that? Edge and Steffy could expect the future go for Thomas and Ivy's cooperation, so that could cause truly a ruckus for individuals in Trust's corner. Our expectations hint that Trust might have more battles ahead with regards to her profession, so we'll pass along refreshes on any enormous news that could shake her reality. The Strong and the Delightful say Thomas could have a couple of stunts at his disposal with regards to his own Forrester future, so remain tuned. Elder marvels, Steffy requests, RJ learns reality sum up with computer-based intelligence summarizer. The Strong and the Delightful propose that Elder Sharp ponders what Sugar's identity is. Steffy Forrester requests Elder wake up. RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, at long last learns reality with regards to Zen Forrester and Luna Nozawa. Minister Sharp searches Sheila Carter's messages. The Striking and the Delightful's Elder might have half of LA accepting he has flown off the handle, however he might be onto something that will demonstrate his hypothesis. Minister has been conversing with Sheila Carter's photographs attempting to find answers since he has seen reality. Minister realizes that he saw 10 toes on that body, and nobody will persuade him in any case. Presently Minister knows who the individual from Sheila's past is that she was meeting was this Sugar individual that he has never known about. For what reason didn't Sheila inform him concerning this individual? Who is Sugar, and what was her relationship from Sheila's point of view? Could Sugar have captured Sheila and pursued Steffy herself? Is Sugar the individual who kicked the bucket? B&B Steffy Forrester requests Elder Sharp face reality. Steffy realizes that Sheila broke into her home and had plans of killing her. Steffy would rather not hear Elder or any other person imagining that Sheila is alive. Sheila has tormented Steffy and her family adequately long. Presently Sheila is gone and Steffy won't consider Sheila being alive and who knows where. Now that Sheila is dead, Steffy can live without fearing her shadow. Steffy doesn't need to keep on investigating her shoulder and ensure that Sheila isn't holding up there. Minister accepts that Sheila is alive and in a difficult situation, and these instant messages could lead him to reality with regards to what occurred. The Striking and the Lovely Elder miracles, Steffy requests, RJ learns reality. The Intense and the Delightful RJ Forrester learns reality. RJ will at long last realize what ended up disturbing Luna the evening of Eric Forrester's. Luna has alongside herself with stress from that point onward. Luna knows that what she did was off base, however it genuinely wasn't her shortcoming. Luna had no clue about that she was consuming medications that evening. Luna surely had no clue about that she would wind up in Zen's bed. Be that as it may, Zen knew precisely exact thing he was doing and shouldn't have laid down with Luna in any case. Zen realized that she was with somebody as of now and he ought to have never laid down with her in any case.